Hello everyone, it's Julie here at Big Lakes Dodge. Today I'll be showing you this 2020 GMC Sierra 1500 elevation. It's got the crew cab, 4x4. It's running off the Duramax 3.0 turbo diesel engine. Got 10-speed automatic transmission. We also have the autotrac 2-speed transfer case, off-road suspension, and we got some skid plates on there to protect the bottom. We also have 20-inch gloss black aluminum wheels, and we'll go on into the interior here on the passenger side. And you can have a quick look at this. So we do have the cloth bucket seats in here. This side is a manual seat, so you would just pull this lever in order to adjust it, and this one down here, this one here. Okay, and we also have all-weather floor mats. We have 2 spots for storage here, so we got some space up here, and then down here your owner's manual will be located right here, so all the information that you need is right there, and then some extra space for gloves, I suppose. And then we also have this little nook here that you can throw things in there. Got this wood paneling accents with the silver as well. I got the key sitting there. We do have remote start as well as remote keyless entry on this one. There's a look at our doors. We got our power locks, power windows, and some big door pockets. So if you want to stick a whole entire water bottle there, it'll fit easy peasy. We got the Bose sound system. I don't know how you pronounce that, but I know it's one of the good sound systems. So we have that, and we do also have a subwoofer in here. So if you wanted to listen to some tunes, this one's all ready for that. You can hear them really well. Looking back here, we have our 60/40 split bench. We do have some storage inside the seats as well. So there's a quick look at that. Lots of space. Well, enough space to throw things, which usually you don't have inside seats. This middle part does pull down here if you need some extra cup holders, but we do also have some in that middle console. There's a few extra here as well. Usually I pack around at least 3 drinks, so that is definitely handy to have those extra spots. Looking at our middle console again, we do also have a USB and a USB-C port, as well as this 12-volt DC port. So those are all right there, along with your vents for your climate control. We got our back seat pockets here, so if you want to throw a book, map, magazine, if anyone still has those, you can go ahead and throw those there for your road trips. Oh, and almost forgot, we do also fold up here for this 40 part of our split bench. This side folds up, and then that side folds up as well. I'll show you when we get over there. And then we do also have this little thingy. So although that is in there, we do have some extra space to throw some things, like you could throw some ratchet straps or something like that in there. We have a rear power sliding window, and again our all-weather floor mats just to keep it nice and clean. Those are easy to clean, so that's handy to have. Deep door pockets back here as well. We'll go on in the back here. You can see that it is the off-road. We got the off-road badging there, and then we do also have the elevation badging down here. And then we have our corner step for hopping up into the bed. Got our hitch on there. So this one does come with the trailering package. So we have the trailer hitch, the 4 and 7-pin wiring harness. We got the hitch guidance, which I'll show you once we get in there. And we do have the integrated trailer brake controller, which I'll also show you once we get in there. One thing to keep in mind, it does have the 3.23 rear axle ratio. Our tailgate is locking, and then it has the remote release. I would show you, but I don't have the key on me. It's inside, but you can just press that button. It comes down all on its own. And then there's a quick look. We do have the, what is it called? Spray and bed liner. So it is already lined. You don't got to worry about that. It won't get scratched up and rust. It's all protected. And we do also have a outlet back here, as well as the LED cargo area lighting. There we go. Okay, so there's a quick look at that. We have some dual, I think it's stainless steel. Let me just double check that. It just says dual exhaust system with premium tips, so we got those, the dual exhaust system there. Another corner bed step there. We'll go on into this side and you can have a look at the interior back here. So there's a quick look. This is our 60 split. That folds up, and then you got some extra storage space down there. We also have our back seat pockets back here. So there's a quick look at all of that. We'll hop on into the driver's side and you can have a closer look at all those features I was talking about earlier. Oh, 1 second. Okay. So now that I'm hopped on up here, we do have our power windows, power locks, power mirrors. So these ones there do control your mirrors, so you would just select and then move them as need be. Just adjust them where you would like them. We do also have the wood paneling on accents on the doors and the deep door pockets. This driver's side, here I'll open this up so you can quickly see, is a powered seat, so that's easy adjusting for the lumbar support. We do have 4-wheel drive on this one and the tow haul mode. So if you wanted to turn on the tow haul mode, that's right there. We have our 4-wheel drive options there. This is for your truck bed lighting, so that would turn on the lights back there. And this one is your headlamps lighting, so if you need to adjust that. We have an electronic park brake, and then we do also have some rocker switches on the back here. Well, I guess it's not quite rocker switches, but anyways, this is your audio control, so this one does your tuning. And it will show up on your driver information screen, which is a 4.2-inch display. And then this one controls your volume settings. You can see that there. There we go. All right, along with all of that fancy stuff, we do also have our cruise control settings right here. And then this one is for your heated steering wheel. So you go ahead and turn that on right there. Your voice recognition system, your call end, and this one just controls your driver information display. So I'm just going to scroll to the right just so we can have a look at these different options here. So this is your trip information, fuel range. Oh, and with that one I'm just using this this switch here to scroll down. Your oil life, oh, went too far. Your tire pressure, air filter life, brake pad life, so you know when you need to replace those brakes, your fuel economy, fuel filter life, and then your off-roading information. So you got your pitch, your roll, and then if your 4-wheel drive is activated, that will show up there as well. And then there's your DEF, because this one is a diesel and it is not deleted, so it does have that DEF system in there. So there's a quick look at that. The steering wheel is leather wrapped, so it's nice and fancy. I would think that even though a lot of them come with it, it still feels fancy to have that leather wrapped steering wheel. Looking at our infotainment center, this one is I believe 8-inch. Let me just double check. Yeah, 8-inch diagonal color touch screen. So that is our infotainment center there. So on our home screen we have our little widgets. So this one would be your Bluetooth. If your phone is connected, it would show up there. This one is your radio, which is connected to the FM radio right now, and you can have all your favorite presets up at the top here. We're just going to scroll to the right, and then you can see we have our different audio settings, phone settings, Wi-Fi hotspot, your user settings, and then Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, trailering, all that good stuff. We do have OnStar services with this one, the My GMC app, you can download that. We got the GMC Maps, Sirius XM, Spotify. When we click the camera, that is where you would see your backup camera. So I did mention that we do have the trailer hitch zoom on this one, which would be that there. This one's your trailering guidance, so if you're trying to line up that hitch there, that would be right there where that would come in handy. And then of course your just regular reverse with your guidelines there. All right, there was one more. Okay, one more screen. We got the Amazon Alexa as well. Okay, now moving downwards, this one also would control your up here. This one does, I believe that it would be to switch your songs. This one is your home, so if you click that, it would bring you back to the home screen. You could turn it off altogether, your audio. This one would be to click OK on any of these ones, or you can click back. Moving downwards, we have our climate control. So this one does have the dual zone climate control. So you and your passenger can have different settings, or you can have them in sync. So that way, if you don't have anyone in the passenger side, you can have it all set to 1, or if they don't mind your temperature, then you can share the same temperature. We have our front and rear window defrosters, our AC. These are our different modes for our climate control, and then your air circulation there. And then this knob in the middle just controls your fan. All right, now this one does come with the heated seats, so we do have two ways to do that. We have the just for the back, so if you could have a sore back, this one will heat up just the back part instead of your butt as well. And then this one would be both the bottom and the back. So yeah, if you want to be nice and warm, toasty warm, you can turn that on right here. You and your passenger can both be nice and toasty warm together. We have our parking sensors on this one, so it has the front and rear parking sensors. It does have the auto start stop, which when this is selected, it will turn it off. Or no, sorry, that's the opposite. Okay, so when it's not selected, it will be off and it'll show up on your screen there. So I just clicked it, it's highlighted, it's on. This one's for your truck bed, your tailgate release. So you click that one and it'll release there your hazards, your traction control. This one's for that outlet back there. If you want to turn that on, that will turn on the power to that outlet in the bed. And then this one is your hill start assist. That's your hill assist anyways. Okay, and then your trailer brake controller, which is right here, your USB-C ports, your 12-volt DC port, as well as your outlet up in the front. Okay, we'll look at our key really quickly here. We do have remote start on this one. We have our remote tailgate release, and then your remote keyless entry. This one is a push start, so it also is keyless start stop for this one. In this little baggie here in our cup holders, we do have the locking wheel nut key, and then once that's out of there, then we have lots of space for drinks as well. Just ignore that. In our center console here, you have a handy little spot for your phone, so if you want to place your phone down, it won't fly around too much. Opening this up, we do have tons of storage space in here, so this is massive. You could fit a whole iPad, maybe even a laptop in there. But there's plenty of storage. We do have a little light here. You can't really tell much because it is already bright out, but we do have a light there in case it's dark and you need to find what you're digging for. We have an SD, let me just turn you. We have an SD port in here, so if you wanted music, you have it saved on an SD card for when you're out of service. You could put that in there and your music will be readily available. We also have our USB and USB-C ports in here, as well as an auxiliary port. So all the ways to connect are just right in there. They're just extras because we do have these ones up here. So if someone else wanted to plug in their phone, you can have that there. Looking upwards, so we have quite a bit of stuff up here as well. So we have our universal home remote. If you want to connect that to your garage door or your gate, you can go ahead and do that. We do have a power sunroof in this one, so these would control that there. And then this one is for your rear window. So let me just show you that. So just push that in order to open it up, pull it out in order to close it up. And then we have our, this would be to turn off your interior lights. Like when you open your door and they come on automatically, you can go ahead and turn that setting off. If you just want to turn them on, you can go ahead and click that one. Then we have, I believe this is our assist button, our OnStar services, our SOS, and this one's for your passenger airbags, I believe. Okay, so what else did I miss? We do have quite a few what are they called, safety features in this one as well. So we do have the front and rear park assist, which I went over. We have the lane change alert with the blind zone, blind spot monitoring. So it just shows with that little symbol there. It does show that we do have that blind spot monitoring in this one, and the rear cross traffic alert. So those are nice things to keep in mind. It'll help you out in that sense if you're on a busy highway. Those are definitely handy to have. What else can I mention? I think I've gone over basically everything. I hope this was informative. But yeah, there's just a quick look. I think the only thing that I didn't mention is it does have a GVWR of 7,200 pounds. Oh, and I also didn't mention, let me just hop out. Okay, so we've basically gone over all the stuff in here. Of course, there's a few other things that I could go over, but then we're getting into the nitty gritty. So there's a quick look at that. And then we do also have, oh no, I was wrong. Okay, so there's a quick final look at the truck. It's gorgeous, gorgeous truck. If you want to take it for a test drive, you can go ahead and come down to Big Lakes Dodge. We'd be happy to have a coffee with you and show you or answer your questions, take you for a test drive, whatever. Anyway, see you in the next one.